I ain't tripping over shit. Tripping over shit, cause I ain't tripping over shit. Cause I'm watching my step. I ain't tripping over shit. I ain't tripping over shit. I ain't tripping over shit, cause I'm watching my step. Cause I ain't tripping over shit, cause I ain't tripping over I ain't tripping over shit, cause I'm watching my step. I ain't tripping over shit. I ain't tripping over shit. I ain't tripping over shit, cause I'm watching my step. I ain't tripping over shit. I ain't tripping over shit.
Hello, how are we doing? Today I thought I'd bring you along. I'm just out on my deliveries at the moment. I didn't know if you don't all know me. I'm a delivery driver, delivering groceries, and I'm out working full time at the moment. I'm currently delivering turkeys and Christmas to people, and it's just getting dark. I've been working since lunchtime, Sunday. It's now 4 o'clock. One more delivery today, and then I go back to base and I have some dinner, and then I go out again tonight. So yeah, it's definitely, like I always say, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's like, I've talked a lot about wanting to kind of make videos and do stuff, and when you work full time, it's really, really difficult, because you're working full time and you don't have the energy to do anything else once you finish work. For me personally, I don't know if you're the same, but I get to my day off's coming up and I'm like, oh yeah, like I really want to do this. I'll go down the allotment and do this project, or I'll go for a really nice long walk and make a video. I get to my day off, I've got no energy, like, and you're like, oh, and I can only really do like kind of 1 or 2 hours, and I'm really hard on myself because I'm like, oh, you know, I should really try. Thank you very much. I should really try and get something done at least, because I know it's going to be another week before I'll be able to do anything else. But yeah, you know, go easy on yourself, Stu, because I am working full time. It's 40 hours a week, and especially this time of year, I'm just knackered. Like, you know, loads of people, you know, people are ordering so much food, so much alcohol, and yeah, you have to kind of like deliver it to wherever you're going. Oh, by the way, I'm not supposed to be filming this. The company I work for don't like it, so shh, don't tell anyone, all right? It's just you and me. Okay, good. But yeah, I think, you know, go easy on myself in particular, because also it is winter, and when winter happens, if you look at trees and you look at you know, plants and flowers and all sorts of things, most of them hibernate during the winter. Bears do, and I'm a bear, Stu Bear. Like, you know, everything, all the leaves drop off, everything goes into the roots and hunker down for the winter, you know. So, you know, it's normal not to have so much energy during winter. So, you know, go easy on yourself. If I can't make videos, if I can't make the progression I want to make, I just have to be patient, because of these different elements. And this is life. We have to live. I mean, like, you know, I'm not just working full time doing videos that you see here or like anything else. I'm you know, I've got to run a life just like you do, and you know, and it's hard. It's like, you know, being an adult, whatever it is, like, you know, like you've got to balance it all up somehow. Anyway, I hope that all kind of like makes sense. It might feel like a little bit like a whinge, but it's not. I'm just trying to explain the kind of reality of life and what we can and cannot do, you know, and the fact that I do personally feel, and I had a conversation with my sister yesterday, and I actually do agree a lot. Like, it's those times when you are struggling in life and you aren't making so much progression, the things that aren't glamorous, that aren't pretty, we can all relate to. And I hope you can relate to me. I'm out working, and there's so many things I'd love to be doing in life other than sat here right now. But the reality is I have to earn some money. That's just the bottom line. There's plenty of ways of doing it, but this is the way that I've got now, and I'm trying to improve it. So yeah, I hope you can understand and can relate to that. And this is, I think what I want to document is the fact that I'm in this position now. It might not be the best, but I want to improve, and I want to change this. Yeah, that's why I'm sharing it. It's been pretty hard. You might be in a similar situation to me, or even maybe worse, because I don't have a mortgage and all this stuff over my head. I'm working paycheck to paycheck, and I don't really spend so much money. I don't go out so much. I'm a bit of a lone wolf. I see my friends occasionally, maybe every other week or something. Go out and we have some drinks or whatever. But yeah, I'm not living life up, and going out for fine meals and going clubbing, or paying for lavish things like lavish cars and stuff. I don't have that resource, so I just try and make do like everybody else does. And I think this is the thing as well. I find from where I have travelled the world, people talk about the West as if they have everything. We have a lot of stuff that makes your life much more convenient and more efficient, but you have to pay for it, if I want my body to be alive, I've got to work alive and kind of sheltered on this island, this crazy island of the UK. I have to work at least four days a week. Have to at least work 4 days a week of my life, just so I can feed myself and to have a roof over my head. And that's the reality, that's what it is, and everyone has to play the same game, which is crazy. And and what for? What for at the end? You work your whole life to get a mortgage, then get a house, to have that security, and then maybe you die, and it's all gone. You spent most of your life kind of trying to earn it. That's just. I don't know, we all know this story, the rat race story, and I don't think there's a lot of people that actually can agree with it. I certainly don't, and I never have. But actually, just these last few years, I've just been trying to come to terms with it. Make my peace with it. Instead of hating the man and the corporation and all this, blah, blah, at least kind of accept it. That's the reality I have to deal with, and then try and make the best of it. I think I'm here. Think about my delivery, guys. I'm going to pick this up in a bit, alright? Over and out. Alright, that's my route all done. Which is cool. Go back to base. I'm going to get some dinner, which will be nice. Unless you're super wealthy, you're always going to be poor. Or struggling for money at least. I can't, there are people obviously even struggle for kind of food and for water, and to have somewhere to kind of shelter. So yeah, I wonder where I end up going out tonight, if it'll be in town or in the countryside. I'll see if I can bring you along with me. I'm not feeling at the moment the top of my game, I'm at the moment I'm not really feeling so good in myself. And you say, oh Stu, why, what's going on? And it's well, everyone has the best version of themselves, where they have the most amount of energy and have the most amount to offer, and but I guess what I'm trying to say is that everyday life takes its toll on you, and so it's very hard to kind of be your best, to look your best, to stay in that. So you've got to find something else, you know, like it's got to be something else that can actually kind of like, you can't compare yourself to your best all the time. And I think it's Nick Drake, like he is a singer guitarist. He's always do better than your worst. And I like that saying because at least it gives you that 1 degree extra to improve, you know, each day. It doesn't let you off the hook, but it kind of keeps you on the path of like, well, where I am right now, if I could just identify how I am right now and like how I can improve my life, how I can get better, how I can get more energy, you know, to express myself, to do the things I love doing. And why do I feel that's really important? Again, like it's life, like we get, as far as we know, I'm alive now, you know, and I'm grateful for that. And I really do feel, I do put the pressure on myself to make the most of it, because, you know, it's otherwise a waste, like, you know, how expansive and how massive this universe is. Like, and we get a chance to live a life, and we're given it, and we have to kind of make the most of it, and to kind of like just to kind of lay down, like, and just succumb to kind of the systems that are already in play on this earth, you know, like kind of rent systems, the money systems, the power systems, you know, all of those things that you're kind of born into. You know, you're not responsible for it, but you have to find a way through it. And yeah, okay, some of them you have to accept. Okay, I have to accept the crazy money, the money game that we live by, and everyone lives by. And I have to pay my part in it. But there's things I can't accept, and I guess that is the root of my problem, because I can't accept all of it. I can't accept a life where I'm expected to get a career in order to kind of like save for a mortgage for a house, to then raise a family and gain some wealth, and then kind of have a dignified retirement, like and to lose it all. You know, like, because that's it, isn't it? You kind of get old for what? Like, you get old, yeah, and you've worked all your life, you know, 5 days a week. You've got all those stress lines. Your body's taken the toll. For what? You've sacrificed so much for what? And I really, you know, I can appreciate people that have done that, and if they've raised a family or you know, had a life, like, and have got early retirement, I can appreciate and respect that. For where I am right now, like looking forward to, like, maybe, you know, I'm 43, it's the next 20 years of my life, you know, 53, 63, yeah, I still wouldn't have been retired, but another 20 years, I have nothing right now, absolutely nothing. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. How is this 20 years going to be? Am I going to spend the next 20 years of my life working 5 days a week to then actually finally own a home that I can live in, that I can call my own at 63? Yeah, 63 years of age, I can say I've got a home that I own myself for the next 20 years, like, it won't be more than 20 years, it'll be like 30 years, a mortgage. So I won't have even owned my own home by 63. So like, I'm really thinking, like, what is the point? Like, what is the point in kind of like saving for a mortgage, that for a house that I won't own until like kind of like until I'm just before I retire, you know? So these are the questions I face, and that is my midlife crisis. Like, you know. A crisis, yeah, okay, it is a crisis. I've had a crisis all for my whole life anyway, so. But yeah, there's definitely plenty better ways of like spending the next 20 years of my life, if I'm allowed to live it, if I have the luxury of actually of living a life, you know, like I have to, you know, I say all this in a great kind of sense of gratitude. I'm very grateful for this moment right now. But I'm saying in the spirit of like, if I have a choice, and I do have a choice as long as I'm alive, and I have the will to do so, to change that, you know. So this is what I'm trying to install in myself, and I urge you to do the same. If you can just like accept where you are, but then realize with every breath you have a life in you, and you can change what you do and how it looks. And it may take time, and it may not look like you want it to look, your dream. You might have to change your dream to how actually the reality is on the ground, because that is actually kind of half the problem with a lot of things, is that your dream, you're not content when you get to that point, wherever that point is. I don't believe that actually is ever like really the thing. I don't believe you suddenly get to a point here, aha, I've arrived at my point where I want to be, and now I can be the person I am and the full version of me. It's like, no, I generally believe if people are trying to sell you that, they're selling you snake oil. You don't just arrive. Like you arrive when you realise you are taking a breath like this. This is where I am. This is where I reside, me right now. And I'm recording this moment for you, and I'm sharing it. If you can see me. So yeah, we are here right now. You have to accept where you are. And that's the beginning. And this is what I'm saying. I am struggling right now with a lot of things in life. I'm not comparing myself to anybody else. I'm just telling you how, I could be a lot worse. I could be a lot better. This is where I am. And if I want to change, my office here, my work, and the people that I can share the life with, I have to do that, and I have to find ways of doing that. So yeah, like if I can kind of bring you along in that journey, and we can kind of, and you can take the journey or not. I'd be very I've seen so many nice videos on YouTube, so much online. I've met so many nice people who've had some great stories to share that have inspired me, and I've seen other ways of living, and I'm not saying that this life I'm living right now is the worst life. I can live a happy life here, I'm sure. With what I've got, I can trundle along, and I can live my life, and I've got everything I need. It's fine. It's basic. I still have to kind of play a lot of the game, but it could be a lot worse. So establish that. Oh, sorry, whacking the mic. Establish the fact that what I do have is great, but I think it could be better, and I think it could be more interesting, and I think I could bring a lot more value to my life if I can just start shape-shifting it, changing it a bit, making it more work for me, spending more time with the things I want to be doing. Driving's great, but there's plenty of more there's plenty of better things I could be doing. Driving's one thing. It's a good example because I have to sit here and I have to drive, and I don't think that's going to be changing, not even in my next job. But I could be sat at a computer. I could be sat in a classroom, teaching. I could be in a hospital, taking care of it. I could be serving people their food. I could be, working out government proposals. I could be, writing people parking tickets. There's so many different things I could be doing, but they're all jobs. I could be farming, I could be farming for myself. Hey. You have to spend your time doing something. We've accepted this, and we have to play a game to a certain degree. We have to have a job, unless we can find a way of getting out of that, which is something that you need to work on. I haven't found that yet. I've got away for a period of time. I've travelled. I've managed to volunteer for a period of my life, which is beautiful. I love that way of living. But I've got this job, and I need to change it. I need to I don't know. I see a better future, and I need to go for it. So hopefully I can share that journey. Hopefully I can do it. If I can't, then I've tried and I've accepted. And I think the first thing I need to say is that it's accepting where you're at. That's the most important thing. Anyway, I'm going to go have some dinner now. I think I've waffled on so much, and I'll bring you back maybe later tonight or tomorrow. Okay, over and out. Well, it's night time now. It's 25 to 9. I've just been around Gravesend, and now I'm heading out towards Shorn, which is a bit of countryside. Yeah, it's just as it's been heavy as usual, as expected. But it is nice. Like, I wish everyone wishing you happy Christmas, and actually kind of being a bit of a kind of welcome sight for people. I think a lot of people tend to find deliveries and this sort of thing, this kind of service, as a bit of a annoyance most of the year and take it for granted. So they would tend to kind of like, not really treat you very nicely, even though you're delivering them food. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's Sunday. What was it? Like, I've got Monday. I'm working tomorrow, which is Monday. And then it's Tuesday. What's that? Tuesday. And then it's Christmas Eve, isn't it? Tuesday, and then Christmas. So yeah, not long now until everything shuts for just a couple of days. And then we get back to normal life after next week, which is kind of crazy, isn't it? Yeah. It's cool. I'd be glad though. It'd be so nice just to kind of have everything finished. I've been talking a lot about kind of appreciating the moment, haven't I? There's me go, right, I can't wait for it all to finish so I can relax a bit more. Unfortunately, that is kind of the truth. Yeah, hard work. Not sure what you guys are all doing for Christmas. I just hope that you have some nice people around you, and you can have space and time for yourself. I think that's the most important thing, isn't it? I mean, like, for yourself first. That's the order, isn't it? You've got to have some nice time for yourself. As my old friend used to say, make room for the next hour. And then you can kind of like, spend time with others and enjoy them, their company, their experiences, their stories. Ask lots of questions. You can tell your own stories. Spend time with family. I think that's kind of what it's all about, really. It's a coming together, isn't it, of people. Unification. All right. This fan's really annoying because it tries to help you steer. I don't need help steering. I know what I'm doing. It just goes, no, you should really be over there. No, there's a big hedge there, I'm not going to be there. Don't know if you can see those yellow lights behind there. That's all the River Thames down there. It's all the docks of Tilbury. That's the horizon, North Kent. I've just got a few more drops to go, and then I can go home and relax. Alright, what are we looking for? We're looking for number 26. It's up here somewhere. I think people don't realise, like, kind of with this job, that you're out all these hours trying to find them. They don't leave the lights on or anything. This is all their Christmas food. Oh, there's nowhere to turn around here. Right. Let's see if I can do a 10-point turn here. It's possible. It's possible. Everything is possible. Really close. So much easier when you've got cameras. It just helps a lot because you can't see a lot. Oh, hello. What's happened? Lost you. You're still there? Right. I'll pick you up in a bit. Gotta make this delivery. Okay. All right. Well, just finished my last drop. It's 10 o'clock. Going back to the base where I can unload my van and then go home. So it's been an all right day. I was going to say it's been a good day. No, let's be positive. It has been a good day. It's just it's work, isn't it? So I would be exhausted, to be fair, but you know, I think it's all right. What's going on here? Just trying to sort my map out. Go 10 minutes. That's cool. All right. Well, that was almost like a day in the life of me in my job. Let me know if you like this video, because I do make these videos for myself, but I'm staying loyal to my subscribers, and you know, if you want to see more of these, I'll do more of these. But you can't tell anyone because I'm not allowed to. I'm not supposed to be doing this. They won't know, will they? No one's gonna know. But I don't know. I'll try. I think I've got some ideas for the video. I want to put some maybe some nice music with a hyperlapses or something, you know. So yeah, it could be quite nice. Which way am I going? Just go that way. Through Tut Village. So yeah, it's been nice today to talk about these things. I feel like it's hard to kind of like, I want to open up with you guys, and it's hard, like, you know, it's kind of really to share a lot with you, but obviously you've got to hold some stuff back. But equally, I feel like, you know, if I do open up and share my experience, you know, you're going to relate more to me, because maybe you're experiencing a similar sort of thing. You know, we're all different people, but you know, we kind of have to experience. We have to, you know, say play by the same rules. You know, some get kind of a better start, others don't. But yeah, we have to we have to get through this life somehow, and we have I think we're all trying to work out the best way of doing that, and then kind of managing kind of surprises and things that come along that you don't expect, because you can never take anything for granted. So that's where I think like gratitude's very important, just to kind of really appreciate the moment and try and reside in it. Today I saw someone that he said he's been off sick from work for the last 3 months. Like, he's kind of been in a bad way because he broke his shoulder or ripped some kind of muscle or tendon or something. Like, it was painful, it looked like, anyway. He was like still in a lot of pain. And it was just like, literally just wasn't really thinking. He was tying his shoelaces and he fell over, and he then messed up his shoulder. For months after that, he's been in absolute agony. So it's going to take him a good few more months to kind of actually get back to kind of being physically fit again. And I was sharing my story of like when I recently, oh, it's funny, but when I was like, I was just in the toilet, just like, I think I was like kind of weighing myself or something. And I just turned around, and I must have just been like literally like just thinking about other stuff, and I turned around and I just kicked the corner of the wall and I broke my little toe, and that's it. Like, I've broken my toe. I can't, you can't change that now. I've got now I'm going to be in absolute agony. I'm going to be limping everywhere until it heals. And it's just a moment, isn't it? A moment where you're not really switched on. And I think those little reminders, like just to kind of try and stay with your breath, try and stay focused in where we are. This fan's really annoying because it just kind of it stops the engine to save fuel, but then it just struggles to start again. I switched it off now. But yeah, I think that's a really important lesson or practice I'm trying to engage in, is try and be more mindful in my everyday, in this environment as well, where it is quite stressful, and it's kind of about efficiency, not compassion. I mean, obviously you have to use your compassion a lot, because you've got to relate to other people and care for people in very uncaring society or world, however you want to say it. So you're trying to stay mindful as possible. 1, not to hurt yourself. 2, to get the job done and everything you need to do get done. And then and not to hurt yourself. You just don't want to be able to hurt. You don't want to hurt yourself. The moment of like just where you can go off with the fairies and not really kind of you're focusing on what you're doing. Yeah, and you guys, you 17 beautiful followers of mine, if you do have any questions or anything, just write it down, and I'll make a video and I'll open up about it if you really want. But go easy on me, it's a struggle, even just to talk on a camera. You saw how I was when I first started these vlogs, and I still quite like it sometimes as well. You get quite stiff talking to the camera, and just to open up and be natural, as if I'm talking to you, you're just next to me, here now. So yeah, feel free if you have any questions about, what I'm doing, who I am, if you want to get to know me more, or just what I'm experiencing, what I'm planning. It's been nice to kind of get, but I'm completely up for it. Fire away with your questions, and I'll respond with a nice video for you. If this video has not really been your cup of tea, let me know as well, because I don't have to make these videos. I've got the allotment going on. Also, I'll probably make a few more videos anyway in between times, but I've got a lot I want to do next year once the weather gets good. There's a lot going to be going on, so I'm looking forward to it. just hang in there, guys. I am like it's just when you're down. Yeah, you just gotta hang in there and keep going. Stay focused on what you're doing, and try not to kind of get too caught up in what you want. It's nice to think about what you want, but that's kind of, I find, don't you, like when you want something, that gives me the most turmoil, because like it's hard, you know, like it kind of it splits you somehow. It causes a kind of conflict in you of what you want and what you have and what you need. So yeah, go easy on yourself, like especially at these times where we're in the winter. It's dark, it's not nice, it's busy, all a little bit skin. You know, just hang in there, and I'm sure things will get better. It's like my friend John, you know, the hypnotist said, it's like flows, it's like waves. It's ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and you've got to learn to surf it. You know, we can't you can't demand that the ocean is calm and has no waves, because the ocean will always have waves. You know, it can't just be peaceful all the time. There will be a lot of disturbance. So, in my opinion, the best thing to do is to learn to surf those waves, to learn buoyancy, to deep dive if you really need to, get to know the ocean, because that's what it is, and that's why I'm talking about being honest about all these things. All right, that's me for now. Take care, loving you loads, and until, if I don't see you before Christmas, have a really good one, and I look forward to seeing you soon. All right, peace out, take care.